won the Stanley Cup this year as a team, and that's with a capital T.
We had it in us, and this is our goal since the beginning of the year.
Does it get any better than that? Nothing gets better.
I can't even describe that moment. I'm sure it's the first time you've seen something like that. To lose a few teeth isn't that big of a deal.
Next question with Mike Bossy. What was your comment right now? What was your first thing you just said?
I said that was a bad beard.
Better celebration as we go through it. Patrick Kane last night running down the ice to get to the goaltender, or your 50th goal celebration in 50 games?
I think mine was better because at least I let my teammates come and congratulate me. He just ran away from them.
You weren't wearing figure skates, were you?
No, I did a good toe pick, didn't I?
That was what I was thinking.
Good toe pick.
The Hawks were wild last night, celebrating in the locker room. How wild were you guys?
We weren't. We took a sip of champagne from the cup, got dressed, went home, and won the next one.
Business-like.
Yes.
Who was one guy who hogged the cup too much on
Brian
the ice?
Trotzy.
Really? Couldn't pry it away from him?
Absolutely. He just loved having it, skating around the ice, showing it to the crowd. He was proud of that cup.
Does champagne really sting the eyes?
I guess it depends what kind of champagne. I never had good champagne, so I don't know if it does. We used to have real bad champagne.
So the worse the champagne, the less the sting?
I would think that the worse, the worse. the worst.
We made the point. You left behind one of your Stanley Cup rings on an airplane?
I didn't leave it behind. I lost it. It fell off my finger. There were 20 employees trying to find it.
Did you get it back?
I eventually got it back, but I had to walk out of the plane without my Stanley Cup ring.
Vince Vaughn was the Blackhawks' biggest cheerleader, literally, this postseason. Who celebrated, what celebrity celebrated the Islanders?
None that I know
None?
of. None
you never
that I
had
know
anyone
of.
famous in the audience?
There could have been, but I didn't know them.
You're all businesslike, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you ever feel a little bit embarrassed winning the Lady Byng 3 times? Because people look at it a certain way.
People have made me feel embarrassed, but I do not feel embarrassed at all about it.
Were you a gentlemanly player?
I...
Because that's the Lady Byng, right?
Well, yeah.
Nothing wrong with being a gentleman.
I think they like to call it sportsmanship, good sportsmanship. I think I had great sportsmanship.
There's a Mike Bossy tribute video on YouTube. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
42,000 views. You should make it 42,001. The Islanders were the first team to use playoff beards. That's correct, right?
I have no idea. I couldn't grow one back then.
Really? I was wondering, though, what the other options were to making a playoff statement. You didn't know you started the playoff beard thing.
Okay, that's great. That's another thing we started.
I think it was Butch Goring, maybe.
That's possible. It didn't look very good on
No, it was ugly.
Possible. It was ugly.
A lot of people say that you were the greatest pure goal scorer of all time. Who would be number 2? If I'm saying you're number 1.
Mario Lemieux.
Who won this year's Mike Bossy Trophy? Do you know? Do you know what the Mike Bossy Trophy is? Brandon Gormley won it, awarded annually to the player in the queue, judged to be the best professional prospect.
Okay, there you go.
That's a definition of you're big, because you didn't even know what the trophy is.
I got a trophy, yes.
You are the executive director of the Islanders Business Club. What is that?
No, changed recently. I'm VP of Corporate Partnership, excuse me.
Right, because what does that mean? What do you do?
I sell corporate sponsorships for the
Why'd
team.
you hate training camp so much?
Just taking time away from my family.
Thanks for doing this.
You're welcome.
Landsberg's clothing supplied by Got Style, Toronto's newest menswear store and spa.
I thought that I could get 50 and 50.
Right to top, Taylor Bossy shoots, he scores! Mike Bossy has his 50th goal!
Right through his legs, and it was a dream came true.